In a fiery and uncompromising address that has since sent ripples through South Africa's political landscape, Democratic Alliance (DA) leader John Steenhuisen has drawn a definitive line in the sand. With his voice cutting through the noise of disillusionment, Steenhuisen stood before the media and the people of South Africa to declare what he called a war cry against ANC corruption. His powerful message, "Enough is enough," was not merely a rhetorical flourish. It was a call to arms, a bold stance against what he described as the political mafia masquerading as a liberation movement. Steenhuisen accused the ruling African National Congress of betraying the very soul of the South African struggle by hollowing out state institutions, enabling theft on a grand scale, and plunging the country into a pit of economic and social decay. South Africa has long been reeling from waves of corruption scandals, state capture, the Zondo Commission, Eskom looting, collapsed municipalities, and public service decay. But Steenhuisen argued that we've reached a new low. South Africans are tired. Tired of excuses. Tired of watching their hard-earned taxes disappear into the back pockets of cadres. Tired of the lights going off, the taps running dry, the schools failing, and the hospitals crumbling, he declared. We are not at the edge of the cliff, we are tumbling off it. And the ANC has the steering wheel in its hand. He referenced damning findings from the state capture report, which laid bare billions siphoned through networks of patronage and political protection, naming senior ANC officials as enablers and beneficiaries. Steenhuisen expressed disgust at how, even after these revelations, few arrests have occurred and prosecutions remain sluggish. According to Steenhuisen, the rot in the ANC is not an anomaly, it is the core. He slammed the governing party for turning governance into a feeding frenzy while ordinary South Africans face food insecurity, unemployment, and growing inequality. Corruption is no longer a side effect of ANC rule, it is ANC rule, he stated. They do not govern to serve, they govern to steal. And every stolen rand is a child left hungry, a job not created, a road not fixed, and a future betrayed. He pointed to how critical institutions like Eskom, Transnet, and municipalities have been reduced to shells of their former selves. He warned that if decisive political change does not come soon, South Africa may slide into a failed state. Steenhuisen's address wasn't just an indictment, it was a rallying cry. He announced that the Democratic Alliance is escalating its anti-corruption campaign. Plans include launching legal action against implicated ANC members, mass mobilizations across provinces, and pushing forward whistleblower protections to expose internal rot. We will not watch this country be looted into the ground while we sit in silence, he vowed. We will take this fight to the courts, to the parliament, to the streets, and to every ballot box in the country. He also hinted at expanding the multi-party charter for South Africa, urging civil society, religious leaders, workers, and business communities to unite in defense of the Republic. This is not just about removing the ANC from power, he stressed. It's about saving South Africa from economic collapse, institutional failure, and social despair. This is a fight for our children's future. With general elections looming in 2026, Steenhuisen made it clear that the time for polite diplomacy is over. The DA will contest every inch of governance, from municipalities to national offices, with what he termed a zero-tolerance approach to corruption, inefficiency, and cadre deployment. He challenged President Ramaphosa to act decisively, or step aside. If the president cannot clean his house, then the voters must clean it for him. And we, the Democratic Alliance, stand ready to help sweep the rot out. John Steenhuisen's passionate address may very well be one of the most defining political speeches of the post-Zondo era. It signals a sharpening of battle lines in a nation teetering between renewal and ruin. Whether the public sees the DA's leader as a genuine reformer or simply another voice in the political arena, one thing is clear: that the fight against corruption is no longer just political rhetoric, it is existential. Enough is enough, he concluded, echoing the voices of millions of disillusioned South Africans. It is time for action, time for courage, time to reclaim our country from the clutches of greed. The ANC's days of impunity are numbered. Only time will tell if Steenhuisen's war cry will ignite the transformation South Africa so desperately needs. But for now, his words hang in the air like a promise and a warning.